to bring us as we're off in Week 9. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Round 80. 42 to Mike. I'm hey, Delta. White.
On 1st and 10, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, 380. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Orange fastball. 50's the mark, 50's the mark.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
Getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Stay there. Stay there. 180.
Hey, alert 3.
Zero. Behind.
First down, Rivers. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long.
80 hot.
50.
Room. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Here I come again. Here I come.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. To throw, Rivers. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Chargers take over first down. Let's go! Let's go!
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're early in November. But they will be a wild card team. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And a Packer first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw again. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Check. One. Check 52, come on. Check 52, come on. Go.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Joey Bosa. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective. And
rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Rivers, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And by the way, it's worth noting that the Packers are one of 3 teams that Phillip Rivers has never beaten in his long career in the league. Carolina is one, of course, his own team, the Chargers, another, and then the Packers rounding out the 3.
Hey, Delta! 6 guys! Check 6 guys! Topper!
Rivers now. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Dances by him, able to push his way through. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Ready, black 15.
That's trash. That's trash. Check 4. Watch the safety creep. Back.
Room.
Shit. Watch out.
Going with a big fullback. Wow. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Derek Watt, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
31's the mic. Screen, watch the screen. Check the backer. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the lip again.
Here's Rodgers, throwing again. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 26. Watch the twist.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. Fielded at about the 28. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Wait, 89!
Now Gordon on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, got 4 down. 31's the mic. I'm coming after you. Hey, watch that. Watch twist.
Now Rodgers going to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd and long.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Rivers, room here to run. And the return will stop right around the 25. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down now, it's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. The intended receiver there, Allen.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Check.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
390.
50, Mike, 50. Check pass.
Load it. Load it. Red.
50.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Rivers on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Hey, 79.
42, Mike, 42. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Q. Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 42.
Hey, ready.
To throw again. Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
42 the Mike, boys, 42.
On third down, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Rivers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's first and 10. Now Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. Look, there goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon. He scored on the ground and through the air as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go. Joker.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
88. Hey, echo.
Here we go. 31's the mic. Come on, D. 31's the mic.
Jan 300.
Let's go.
Hey, Charlie.
Keep it up.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete. So drive 1, they had the field goal. Drive 2, touchdown. And now here on drive 3, looks like they're going to have to punt.
At least they were finally able to reverse the trend because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we've got the system to shut you down.
Now Benjamin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Check 99. Check 99. No.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check 31. Check 31.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Hard throw, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, 626. Switch it. Come here, switch it. Here.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
They go play action here on first down. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 43 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Throwing, Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running right, Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 47 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Here, Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a lion down offense.
Throwing again. Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 40
To throw is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! Travis Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
4 down. 31's the mic. Coming to you. Hatchet. Check three. Jim.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
No game on this defense. No game. Switch.
Rodgers now to throw again. That escapes the sack. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Adams. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Jones. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
31's the mic. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Hey, two.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter, and the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost not. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Check.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Tight right. Even. 4 down. Even. He's checking. Go.
Now it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2.
88. Kill. Check 43.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That throw into the arms of Allen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
He's coming. Hey, box drop. He's coming, double up.
Now Rivers. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 79.
To throw is Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Check 25. Check 25. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, downtown! Legs 42, legs 40. Hey, orbit. Watch the run. 42's the mic, 42's the mic. Come on, the ball.
Throwing Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Allen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
12. Hey, Alpha.
Rivers now. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
All right. Hey, bro, lady. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So it's first and goal. Need to be a little wary of leaving Aaron Rodgers too much time, but you got to score here first. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Hey, easy, easy.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Right here.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before.
Let's go, let's go.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
31's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 31's the mic.
Get 300. Get 300.
The mic.
Tighten up, tighten up.
5.
31's the mic.
Oh, you got deep?
Check your hot read.
Sponge. No.
They'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Double time. 4 down. 31's the mic.
All right.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Whip. Watch the whip. Under 10. 10.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Secondary 90. Black 11. Orange 5-4. Hey, Wahoo.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Rivers to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18, and a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Red Delta!
Don't get nervous.
One last shot now for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off, and they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Packers, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders.